Every day we face the incessant bombardment of all of modern life's offerings. Visit the Taj Mahal or any other of the 7 world wonders, go scuba diving in Australia's Great Barrier Reef, hike the Grand Canyon, go backpacking in Asia, ideally all before we reach the age of 30. In an age of abundant choice, making decisions in a world of infinite possibility seems more like a chore than anything else. What is more, with each decision we make comes the nagging question, isn't there a better alternative? Is there not something else we can do with our time and resources, something more worthwhile, or even something that makes for a better story we can tell our friends and family? Today, more than ever, we are exposed to the multitude of activities we can partake in at any given moment through other people letting us in on their lives through social networking sites. And while the silver lining may be the glittering gold of world's splendor and life's possibilities that we are exposed to, the more worrisome implication is the vast negative effects it has on our well-being. The continuous uncertainty of whether we are making the most of the time that is given to us and whether we have reached a level of sufficient attainment weighs heavily on us, leading to a wide range of implications on our well-being, including lack of sleep, reduced life competency, emotional distress, anxiety, depression, decreased physical well-being, and issues of intimate connections. The phenomenon of FOMO, or fear of missing out, preys on feelings of social exclusion, and people particularly susceptible to experiencing feelings of FOMO also tend to feel much lonelier, despite the ostensible human connections that social media supposedly facilitates. FOMO is the feeling of unease that washes over us when we feel we are missing out on information, events, experiences, opportunities for social interaction, or major life experiences, and that we are not spending our time and opportunities wisely enough because there's always the prospect of a better alternative that entices us to make major commitments. Our tendency to mirror our own lives to the stylized and adorned pictures and videos floating freely on social media is precisely what keeps us from being content with our own lives. After all, comparison is the thief of joy, Theodore Roosevelt once remarked. What then are we to do with the burden of FOMO? How may we mitigate or even resolve it? 2 possible clues may be offered from an existentialist perspective: the notion of mimetic desire and a minimalist lifestyle. On the existentialist side, the 20th century thinker and writer Jean-Paul Sartre cautioned us to rely heavily on rational thought and our ability to make decisions based solely on a rational calculus of how we think these decisions actually pan out. For Sartre, there is no proper way of knowing beforehand whether the decision we make will be the right one. Rather, we should embrace and honor each decision with full vigor and commitment. Our lives are not the pathway towards one specific destination, but a continuous process of nearly infinite decisions that altogether shape the course of our lives. Sartre argued that one should indeed think how to live and act in accordance with this thinking. Indecisiveness is a vice. It is only by making an actual decision and committing to it that we take responsibility for our lives and bestow value on it. Hindsight may indeed teach us that alternative courses might have been better, but this realization only comes after having acted on the decision we took and committed to. This truth was pointedly captured even a century earlier by the American transcendentalist writer Ralph Waldo Emerson, who wrote that, "For everything you have missed, you have gained something else." Even the immaterial experiences that is readily served to us via the intricate algorithms of social media spawn in us a compulsive need to chase it, like it were our own desires. We risk losing ourselves and that which we truly, authentically desire in the face of all of these things and experiences that are imposed on us via the unabating stream of pictures and videos that govern the modern information age. The 20th century French thinker René Girard observed in the human species a particular trait, one that allows humans to learn and adapt more easily to life's challenges, but that easily turns into the crumbling of one's authentic desires and rivalry among people pursuing the same things. Man is the creature who does not know what to desire, and he turns to others in order to make up his mind. We desire what others desire because we imitate their desires. It seems that in the mixture of our authentic and mimetic desires, we should learn to differentiate between that which we reflexively impose upon ourselves via the outside world and our few, deeply personal wants. A different line of reasoning that may offer consolation is the kind of minimalist thinking that traces its origin back to Buddhist philosophy, and Buddha's mantra that the end of desire is the end of sorrow. The incessant bombardment of beautified graphics across social media propels into filling our bucket list to the brim. Surely we cannot let these once-in-a-lifetime experiences simply pass us by. We are likely to have already fixed our sights on something else before even concluding the experiences we committed to a moment ago. A healthy dose of minimalism may serve us well to counteract the anxiety that comes with the circular chase of things to do and see. Henry David Thoreau, the fellow transcendentalist writer and proto-minimalist, advised us to cultivate poverty like a garden herb, like sage. Do not trouble yourself much to get new things, whether clothes or friends. Sell your clothes and keep your thoughts. Material or immaterial desires, Thoreau's counsel remains valid. Life satisfaction is determined more by the pursuit of few desires than the attainment of many objectives. We should learn to cultivate poverty through the contemplation of and determination of what is truly essential for our well-being, in order not to fall into the rabbit hole of the relentless pursuit of things that is all too easily dwarfed by the limitations of time. As Epicurus put it millennia earlier, nothing is enough for the man to whom enough is too little.